got the coaches in here, actually. One of the coaches for this exact team, it's going to be Coco in here. You've been working with Aurelia on this team.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure coaching this team.
Tell us the name.
The team is I Didn't Want to Upload This, Send Help.
I believe based off of one of your posts. So that's a fantastic name. Look, we're not alone here though. We've come in with Zinnia as well, another popular name from the region right now. So Zinnia, how you going, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm very interested to see this tournament. I have to say I wasn't as coach for this. Was a little bit too busy for that, but I've been helping around a little bit, helping Aurelia, helping Coco, Xenasis, some of the other names that I can't remember at this moment. But I've been seeing a lot of this tournament. I have to say I'm maybe a little bit more excited to watch this tournament than I am Monday Night Mondays.
Well, we do have I Didn't Want To in here with ScoopyBanoopy, another fan favorite name for me at least. Cristalite and Eaton, I believe, has been coming up really massive recently. I don't feel like you guys probably are worried too much about this. This is first seed versus 14th.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Brookline and Sinker. Are they a team that you guys scrimmed against at all or anything?
Yeah, I believe we have scrimmed this team before.
So somebody you're familiar with then. But yeah, the seeding difference here alone should tell the story of what we're expecting out of it, I feel like. But I gotta say, already a bit of a fight back here from yoKaaze, GrayJinxed and IdleAngelo from that Brookline Sinker side. But oh my goodness, this is huge to open back up on the other side.
Ethan's just holding it down. He's banned off his Vice, I believe, for this tournament, which is his main pick, and I think what he's most known for. But you can see he definitely is making this Rasmus work right now.
Very much. In fact, going to be up there to help finish off this first play. Cristalite is going to get involved here, and it will be first point to his side. What's that, sorry?
Starter Awakenings, we see actually Quick Strike and Stagger Swagger, pretty interesting combinations for the first two. We see all but ScoopyBanoopy taking Quick Strike, which is a really interesting choice given that, I have to say, having Quick Strikes as a Starter Awakening and being one of the only players who doesn't take it, especially as a goalie, feels really bad. So I'm curious his decision behind taking the Stagger Swagger. I'm curious if he thinks speed is actually that important as the Zasher goal.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting one. Might be our first actual defender Asher that we've had on stream today as well.
I have to say, I've been loving the Asher goalie recently. I think it's a super underrated pick, and I think people like ScoopyBanoopy really do show what this Asher goalie can do. And she's, I mean, her whole character is a wall, and I think it really showed.
Oh, that's huge! The
beautiful
pass up! Off that waterfall, Cristalite just sending it home. That's insane.
That's the awareness they've had from scrimming so much, so playing so much of this map. You just know where that ball is going to bounce. Yeah. You know how to get.
Eaton trying to fight GrayJinxed here. It's Rasmus versus Rasmus. Any particular strengths you think they'll be working off here?
Well, I have to say, I am immediately forgetting that Hook, Line, and Sinker, sorry,
yes,
are definitely playing more towards kill, it looks like, with this Luna. But I would say I Didn't Want to Upload This, Send Help does have a little bit of kill power themselves. Imi is known to do a lot of damage. Asher can even input some damage if he gets in the right position for it, but it's always a little risky.
Oh,
so it looks like Macy, but a lot of flips coming out here just to defend these
defense.
Yeah. It will not last though, and Eaton takes it instantly. He is really rocking the Rasmus right now.
Absolutely. Ethan's improved so much. He might be my single most improved player right now.
Wow, yeah.
OC. He's honestly, he's improved so much just seeing him in scrims and in my own ranked games.
I'm so proud of that goober.
He's going to be going second for his choice here. What do you think he's going to be left with?
I believe he might be left with, it seems like I
Chrono Boost goes
for him. Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Taking away from the Luna as well. Stacks and Stacks is a really obvious pick on Imi here. It allows you to do so much as a forward. Primetime makes sense on Atlas. Two of those primaries, such an amazing ability.
Still stacking that movement speed as well. Spark of Agility. Gonna go over.
Yeah, getting a little bit of scraps on the last two, but Spark of Agility can definitely scale pretty well with Asher. So
Yep.
you can see if she gets a couple more sparks, she might become a really deadly force. Just even in the goal box.
I think we've already seen a hyper successful Asher tonight with Sparks as the choice there as well. So it's not hard to see why you would be saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. She's one of the best users of Sparks.
What defense! Wow.
yoKaaze really just showing to not mess with this Atlas, but he doesn't have any cooldowns and
Yeah.
unfortunately standing a little bit close to the line.
Yeah, didn't have any life left either, unfortunately. Not just the cooldowns. Completely knocked out there for that goal to be taken. And another point heading your way, I suppose.
Oh my god, an amazing dash there from IdleAngelo. Just getting the Asher out. It's really good stuff there from the Luna.
Oh, another good opportunity. Back the other way this time. You gotta look for those chances from hook, line, and sinker.
Ethan
They really haven't had a look in yet.
These hooks right now.
Oh, Cristalite.
Oh, I
Pacing from
love
Fred.
watching them play.
Filthy. Just a filthy goal. That's disgusting. I mean, I'm gonna back Max Formal's opinion from a little while ago. AIME should just be banned. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I have to say, casting with the blunts, I think he might not be the biggest fan of this character, I have to say.
Yeah, from what I've heard, not so much. Not so much. I love watching it though. I can't say that. Yeah, I think that probably stems from Max being as much of a player as he is a caster for this.
Yeah, I mean, love to hate it.
Yeah,
Hate to love
exactly.
it, unfortunately.
And Cristalite again trying to get involved here. Eaton core flip from yoKaaze.
Defending this goal with that core flip. We see Scoopy still has his. He saving it for the core.
Oh,
Good
good
reaction
flip.
times right there. Unfortunately, yoKaaze just
Double
barely
flip.
missing the strike there.
Scoopy not only answered a core flip with his own, but also managed to really be a big effect on taking that barrier as well.
Scoopy's
Huge
just
choice.
iron wall right now with his
Yeah.
Ash here.
Not letting anything through.
Oh, and the glitch fell.
That's absolutely huge.
Yeah, Chris is a menace on this IME right now, I have to say. Scoring, I think, almost every goal outside of, I think, one or two with Ethan. And honestly, really great stuff from Chris.
Poor IdleAngelo is just not getting any of the core here. This is he's just about being cut out of the game by such midfield plays from IDW. But what would it take for IdleAngelo to get back into this? Is it going to be pickups from yoKaaze and GrayJinxed, or is it IdleAngelo that has to make the changes?
I think it's a bit of both, but you'll see that they clearly are worried about the Luna here. Denying Deadeye as the IME, I think spectating is usually what you would go there maybe. As they read, denying the Deadeye, they're clearly worried about the Luna here, and I think they really don't want that Luna to get going. And you can see they're kind of focusing a bit.
One of the other coaches that came in earlier said that a lot of the training they'd been giving did have to do with damage avoidance. And I feel like if you are focusing IdleAngelo down here on those picks, it's probably based on that. Would that be correct?
Yeah, I have to say it definitely is. Luna is a character that can really scale. I mean, getting to a point where just a single rocket can send you off the side, and it's clear that this team is definitely worried about it. I imagine Coco and Aurelia have taught them a bit about just how amazing Luna can be, and Chris is
She's
controlling this game.
on the ball today.
Eden started really strong. Now Chris is just walking away with this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say one thing a little unconventional here from the side of Hook, Line, and Sinker is you can see where there's Luna's position. She's a little bit far forward, and with the Rasmus back, and I would have to say that's definitely unusual. Luna, a character who typically, while not pure midfield, is definitely a character who wants to be not quite that far forward, and Rasmus is a character who actually does love being that far forward to be able to score and do damage.
Yeah.
And you can see their positions, I have to say, are a little bit messed up, but maybe this is just how it works for this team.
Hook, line, and sinker with the best chance they've had so far right now, and does come back to their defensive side. I really thought we might see something break there, but we've seen Scoopy with so much defense on that barrier that it's really not a shock to me to see them stand tall when the gates open either.
Yeah, absolutely. Scoopy is just really, like, I mean, I've said it before. He's just an iron wall in this Asher, and he's doing so much. He always has a flip for the situations where he can't really save, and you can see he's just playing far forward just to get that Luna flip out, and it works absolutely easily. And amazing path, Ethan barely not getting it in. yoKaaze, good defense there.
YoKaaze did really well. Oh, there we go. IdleAngelo gets in on the play. Finally, they sneak one past Scoopy, and that was really the advantage they had to play off there. They finally make it work. It took some time, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And that could just be what it is. IdleAngelo was so ready for that core there to come through the jet, and it might just be that he's way more comfortable in this forward position compared to his teammate GrayJinxed.
Yeah, I would agree, and it hasn't really been able to be delivered there. I feel like there is a little bit of a difference between these two teams right now, and Cristalite might be summarizing that.
Absolutely. Chris and Ethan just sneaking it in there.
I've been drilling it into their heads to click their corners.
Yeah.
Appears to be working.
Yeah, it's definitely working. Has that been the biggest focus?
That awakening choices, denying.
Yep.
Positioning well.
Oh, and the Ivy Tower just
massive.
sneaks it in yet again from Chris, and amazing stuff there.
Awakening
goats, I'm
choices,
so
I like that. Yeah, I mean, you see the win come through very, very quickly. That's, I suppose that's seeing the prac come through out of the theory that you've been working with them on. So yeah, really, really good stuff from the team. They're pulling it out on the day. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm very, very happy.
All right, going through, what's the? I mean, you guys already have the #1 seed, but if anybody's gonna dethrone you from that, what's your personal biggest threat for this team? Is it just second seed, or is there a particular weakness that some other team might play off you?
Personally, I think Anti's team, the Reflections, could give him a little bit of trouble.
We saw Reflections do really well earlier. Free Dubu would be that second seed, but yeah, Reflections down in 6th. Is that a skill, not a skill difference, a playstyle difference thing that would be why you pick that team?
I picked that team because I think they're like probably the second strongest in my opinion.
Okay. That's a challenge to production. You get your seating right.
I mean, I have to say, if I have a pick that's going to take this tournament, I mean, I've heard this one team has this really underrated player on it. Formal. I forget the name.
Formal casting or something.
Casting.
Yeah, that guy. Ah, yes, I have heard the name.
Real underdog. I think he might be the. I think he might be the thing that takes that team to first place. I have to be honest.
I don't know that they're prepared for that to happen. So we'll find out. 15th seed coming out for business formal. So definitely one of the lowest seeds coming in here, but they've been on the grind. So I think there's a much better chance than 15th seed for them here.
I'm ready for formal to surprise us.
All right, well, we have to unfortunately move on with our series, and we do have the final round coming up of our Swiss. But guys, thank you for coming in. You guys have such a big impact on the scene. Any final words for that scene before you jump out?
I'm not too much. I just have to say I'm really happy that this tournament happened. I have to say it seems like a great thing for the OC scene. I hope it happens again. I hope I eventually get to coach my own team for this, because it seems really fun from what I saw from all the people I talked to during it.
Thank you, Zinnia. Coco, any last words from you?
Yeah, mostly the same as Zinnia, but just really happy that everyone has set up this and let me actually be Aurelia's co-coach. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today, but she's just as proud as I am. And
sure.
Anything else I want to say to everyone else in this community? Click your corners.
Proof in the pudding with that win. Probably our fastest series of the day, I think. I don't think you guys got the award for fastest point of the tournament so far, but definitely fastest series of the day on stream. So, look, we will be moving on, but thank you guys for coming out. Like I said, such a big impact on the scene to have you guys in, and a big shout out to all the coaches. Last round of Swiss bracket is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.